Hello friends, welcome to Goenka Pond with me Suraj Nandrekar once again. Starting today, we will begin with the series of interviews with famous personalities, politicians and social activists about the current affairs and the burning issues in Goa. We have named the show as Point Blank, which means we are not going to run around the bushes and be straight in our questions. Our guest for today is a politician who has been holding the Dr. Pramod Sawant government to knife's edge over several issues. Yes, you guessed it right. We will talk to Mr. Vijai Sardesai, who is the president of Goa Forward party. Our questions to him would be on various burning issues in Goa and the opposition failing to put up a united fight against the BJP. So then, let's go and talk to Mr. Sardesai. Welcome, Vijay Bab. As the show is called Point Blank, I'm going to ask you straight question. Many Goans today look at you as a one-man army, and who has been taking up issues of Goans in the assembly, on the floor of the house, as well as outside. Vijay Bab, but when you are saying that, there has been counter from the government. They are saying that you are trying to stay afloat, stay relevant when you are making this anti-government rants, what they call. What is your reaction to this?
See, point blank to tell you is what I am doing is what I have been elected for. I was elected by the people of Fatarda to fight against this corrupt and communal BJP, which is out to sell Goa. The process of sale was on during COVID, just before the onset of the last elections. After the election, and especially after buying the 8 Congress MLAs, there is a wholesale loot, plunder, and this sale, Goa has been put up, every part of Goa that it can be sold has been put up on the auction, and ensuring that the people who stand in the auction are not Goans. Nowhere do Goans feature anywhere in the scheme of things. गोवा आनी गोंयकार म्हणटा ताका खंयच स्थान ना अशें जेन्ना जाता जे कारणा खातीर म्हाका लोकांनी निवडून दिला की ओपोजिशन म्हणून तुका निवडून दिला. You have no business to be the ruling. You have to be in the opposition. And what is the duty of the opposition? Is to hold the government answerable to the wrongs that it does, which I am doing. I will tell you, if the BJP and if the chief minister and the ministers are disturbed by my rants, it means that what I am doing is right. It means that the efforts that I am putting into to being a very systematic, diligent opposition is paying dividends. If I am not the principal opposition, if I am not the leader of the opposition, and if I am doing all this just to stay relevant, why are they commenting on it? Why are they getting disturbed by it? The fact is,
that means something is wrong.
They 100%. तांची सगळे गोड बंगाल जे चल्ल्या हे आमी सारके सिस्टमॅटिकली एक्सपोज करतात. तातूंत तांचे पॅन्ट काडून वता आनी तांकां दे हॅव नथींग एल्स टू से देन अदर्स देन सेयिंग दॅट इट इज टू स्टे रेलेवंट तो उलयता भोगता लेट द डॉग्स बार्क इज एन एटिट्यूड ऑफ डेस्पोटीक रुलर्स. शहाजहानाच्या वेळार ओपोजिशन नासतालें पूण आतां ओपोजिशन उक्तें आसा. ओपोजिशनाचें काम ओपोजिशनान करूंक जाय. म्हज्या म्हऱ्यान सगळ्या मंत्र्यांची स्कॅमां पावतात, सगळे इच एंड एवरी मंत्रीच न्ही आमदारांची पसून. पूण हांव फक्त जी स्कॅमां वीच कॅन बी सबस्टॅन्शिएटेड वीथ फॅक्ट्स त्योच वस्तू भायर काडटा. आमी ह्या एसेंब्लीन अशें एक सारकें क्लियर कट उलयलें की भाशणां दिवपाचीं ना, उलयता ते फॅक्ट्स घेवन उलोवपाचीं. आज निती आयोगान जें आमी कितें उलयलां तें निती आयोगान सबस्टॅन्शिएट केल्लें आहा की बाबा हो सरकार सारको चलना. म्हणल्यार वयलें इंजीन सांगता की सकयलें इंजीन चलना. म्हणटकर आमी कितें करूंक जाय ओपोजिशनान? आमी सकयलें इंजीन कशें चलना, निती आयोग जें उलयता ताजें सारांश कितें, म्हणजे वॉट इज द कन्क्लुजन ऑफ द ऑब्जर्वेशन्स ऑफ द निती आयोग, which is incidentally chaired by the Prime Minister himself. We have to bring it out in the open, which we are doing. And when we do that, they say it is a rant. So what do you say? Is democracy alive in Goa? This is an issue.
But what is their contention? It has been right from, I think, 2019-20. The CM and the other ministers are saying that Vijay never spoke about this when he was in the government, all those things.
How could I speak about this? Where was
And you were part
where
of the
was this
NDA till
Pramod
last year.
Sawant? Where was this Pramod Sawant?
Hmm.
See, I am saying that the government under Pramod Sawant has put up Goa for sale.
Correct.
This Pramod Sawant was not in the government. He was just a speaker. And he didn't matter in any scheme of things. He is not the person who formed the government. It was Manohar Parrikar who formed the government. These people didn't matter. And therefore, there was nothing to discuss on these people. Govind Govt started breaking the Kala Academy after I was thrown out as a minister. And the issue has come up now. He is the person who has said who is Charles Korea. He is the person who has been exposed, who couldn't complete with 60 crore rupees what Charles Korea designed and completed in 4 crore rupees. So, all these issues which I am taking up now are issues which were not there when I was in the NDA. And secondly, NDA is a closed chapter. I've got out of NDA and I'm nowhere connected to the NDA. So, which is why I'm talking on this. I'm in the opposition. So, there is a question of saying.
Do you think if Manohar Parrikar was there, things would have been different?
100% it would have been different. Manohar Parrikar would never have gone for such a thing like breaking the whole Kala Academy. When we had Kala Academy is just one tip of the iceberg. Let us just talk about Kala Academy. In the first TP, Manohar Parrikar also renovated Kala Academy. Did he break it down like this? Did he throw the sound which was an international sound which is used by the United Nations General Assembly? Did he throw it in the dustbin? Did he tear down Mario Miranda's posters, wall murals? He never did all this. So he wouldn't have done this. Secondly, when Manohar Parrikar was around, all these schemes to loot the exchequer, especially schemes, what are the ministers doing today? The ministers are doing events today. They have been told to do one event every month till the Lok Sabha elections. And ministers are becoming partners with event management. They are making some money out of event management. This is going to come out now. And nothing is happening out of that event. There is no benefit to Goa and Goans. If he is happening, what is the benefit to Goans? Tell me. I'm not saying stop IFFI.
Correct.
What I'm trying to say is the initial intention of IFFI to make it the Cannes of India, has that been fulfilled? Has the Goa government and people of Goa, are they calling the shots there? Or is it still the Information and Broadcasting Ministry? And you are just service providers taking some hafta out of some small deals. That is what is happening. So, nothing of theirs. Smart City began during Parrikar. What is the state of Smart City now? They have to rush with projects. What happened to Smart City? Who flopped it? Under the present dispensation of Pramod Sawant, you tell me one project he has started and he has been able to complete. Average life of any project is 2 years. In 18 months, something that you start can be completed. What has he completed? He is now completing what was started in the erstwhile regime and is trying to take credit for it.
Yeah, but when I'm talking about things would have been different about
Things would have been 100%
different
I'm telling you
under
first.
Manohar Parrikar. My question here is, things regarding Mahadev was similar during his time.
Yeah.
He was not able to solve the.
Not things were similar. Manohar Parrikar tried to do one major compromise by giving one letter to Yediyurappa.
Yeah.
My minister who was of my party objected to it. Immediately after Parrikar gave that letter had no legal standing. It was just meant to get BJP votes in Karnataka. What Pramod Sawant did was that he actively colluded with Karnataka to sell off what was more than a mother to him, which is what he said on the floor of the house. So I am not only exposing the corruption of this government. This government is finishing Goa, the ethos of Goa, and finishing anything that is connected to the ethos of Goa, which is like language, which is the local inhabitant. Everything has been finished. You see the mining industry. Entire Sakali is about mining. What is the government's corollary to the auction? That they don't have to take people who are, it is preference should be given to locals. It is not must be given. So it is also optional. So our mines are being sold. Entire tourism industry and all ancillary operations related to tourism are being given to outsiders. Chief Minister has given Madhavi to Karnataka. Now, Mandavi Riviera is also been given to Karnataka. This is what I hear in some reports that are coming. So, by and large, the ministers are following their leader, follow the leader policy. They are saying Karnataka is preferred to Goans. सगळे गोंयकारांच्या हाती वरून कर्नाटका घाटार विकप, गोंय वरून घाटार विकप म्हटल्यामुळे ते सारकें चलना आनी कोणाच्या फोर्साचेर चलना, हे फोर्साचेर चलना नंबराच्या. सी द BJP, you will understand, in spite of dividing the opposition, in spite of spending so much of money, in spite of doing all the dirty tricks in the book, the BJP could not actually conclusively win the election. In 5 constituencies, they won where it was like a toss out.
Toss out.
All the 5 tosses they got in their favor. That was the benefit that they have got. They were lucky. Now, after that, what they have done is they took Sudhin Dorigar, whom they fought against. They then took the last lot of the Congress. And today they have all the numbers in the bowl to sell Goa. So they are not bothered what is going to happen. And the people also are not bothered. People are feeling, people of Goa are feeling that those whom we voted for in the opposition, they have now become the ruling. So Santolan kide. People are feeling helpless. In these very difficult times, every person is expected to do his job. My job is to expose the government, is to be the voice of the people who are the voiceless in the assembly or outside the assembly. And we try to speak up for them. And I will continue speaking up for them. Whatever the BJP may say, whatever the ministers may say, they may call it rants, or they may call me a mad dog barking. I will still continue because I am speaking on facts and I substantiate my allegation or charges with pure facts.
One of the ministers whom you have made allegation was recently reported to have said that Vijai Sardesai's statements, anti-government stand, he is selectively targeting ministers, maybe Govt or and most of the things, other things, he is trying to look the other way around. Especially, I would say, Govt has said this to someone, that you are overlooking all the things what are happening in health department. Is it true?
Not at all. Not at all. The privatization of the South Goa District Hospital is vehemently opposed by me. Health department, what happened? I've just gone soft on the health department because it is post-COVID. It is a department which pertains to the health of the state. In one comment of mine, where I have said that Vishwajit Rane is also capable of becoming chief minister because he has some world view. This may be making them, leading to infer that I am trying to project alternate CM.
Yeah, that is also a talk that you are close to Vishwajit Rane and you are trying to...
There is no question of being close to anyone, though I have got many friends in all political parties. The fact remains that the target of my attack is the chief minister because the collective responsibility of the cabinet lies with the chief minister. Where the chief minister goes wrong, and if any minister of his is going wrong, I have to target the chief minister because it is under his tutelage, under his watch and guard that all these things are happening. If the chief minister finds that the health minister is not up to his mark, take action on the health minister. Who stops you? We are not stopping you. But if it is happening under your watch, you are responsible. When I had exposed Zuari scam, chief minister made a statement that this file never came to me. It is not about file coming to you. Today when IIT requires land, when IIT is not getting land in Sangi, why was Billa's land meant to be used for industrial purpose not converted and given to IIT? Why do you give it to a private builder? Perhaps builders who finance you, who finance your defections. So if I make this attack on the chief minister, you will say I am going soft on somebody. No. If Vishwajit Rane converts that land, I am going to criticize Vishwajit Rane also. But I will do my job. See, you cannot tell me how I should do my job. What I am trying to say is, what I am talking, does it have some, do the facts make sense?
No, my question is, you spoke a lot about the recruitment scams and you have been very vocal about that issue. Yeah. But there were recruitment scams in GMC and health department also, Vijay.
100%. 100%.
But
I am the first person to say that in the South Goa District Hospital, we will not allow buses to go to Walpur. What is happening in GMC, that buses go from Walpur and come to Walpur after every day. This is not going to happen in South District Hospital. Unfortunately, there was a pandemic. And during the pandemic, we had to start it in a hurry. Otherwise, we would have seen to it that land losers here get jobs. And land losers, not from Walpur but from Fatharda, get jobs in the district hospital in Fatharda, which then MLA of Santandre did not do, which is why he perhaps lost. So, I am going to fight for my people. Now, if you feel that I am selectively not doing enough when it comes to departments under a certain minister, that is not the way. Where I am exposing corruption, recruitment, the marks that have been received. First day for constable you fail, next day you get
100.
distinction plus 98 marks
98 marks.
in PSI. So if this type of things happen, which are naked I can see, I have not seen this thing happening in Vishwajit Rane's portfolio. But this has happened in PSI. I have raised the issue. Is the Chief Minister speaking anything about it? No. Does he speak anything about Zuari? No. Does he speak anything in particular about Niti Aayog other than the unemployment figures? No. Does he speak about Mahadai? No. He says Rajan Kerkara given Gyalo. Vijay has seen where Mahadai starts and where it ends. Good. And I am doing enough. What are you doing? Mahadai is gone. So all these things where things matter, the issues that we raise, he is not speaking. He just gave a clean sheet to Shah Jahan, saying everything is okay in Kala Academy. So his clean sheet is because I have always said that maybe Shah Jahan and a partner, a senior partner. So he is exposing himself.
There is another allegation from the ruling that you have been making statements against the government because they did not agree for Goa Forward's merger into the BJP. Was there any such move? The people of Goa want to know.
See, there was a meeting of Congress candidates post-election, before result, in a starred hotel in Panjim. I have attended the meeting wearing t-shirts and pant jeans, because it was very next day of the elections itself. And I promised them one thing there, that I will be with you in the opposition. In the ruling, anybody will be with you. It's easy to be in the ruling. I told them that I will stay with you as an ally, pre-poll ally. I will be with you in the opposition. Ask 8 of those people who have gone. Ask the people who are remaining. And ask the people who have been defeated, who with the Congress label, whether I spoke this or not. So whatever I have spoken, I have done. I have had enough of this BJP. My association was with Parrikar, not with BJP. The BJP is wanting power by hook or by crook. They are not bothered with regional sentiment.
So the Chief Minister is telling lies.
100%. See, it is very easy to say he wanted to come, we didn't take him, that's why he's talking. I am saying don't give this type of lame excuses. Talk on what I am talking. If I am talking can be refuted by you with facts, refute it. Don't make this wide allegation that he wanted to come, we didn't take him. You take Kachra. You have taken Kachra, which is not going to fetch you any votes in the Lok Sabha elections. You have taken people who in their constituencies will not able to get you anything. You have taken people whom you have fought for, whom your Bhai has fought against for so long, who Bhai tried to put inside. These people you all have now joined hands with. So you all would take anybody, forget me. I would be taken with a red carpet.
The same allegations will come from the Congress also, that you wanted to join the Congress and provided they give you the position of LOP.
See, irresponsible elements in the state Congress have reduced the Congress to be in the state it is now. Is the Congress doing its duty as the principal opposition party? You tell me. I am putting the question to you. If the Congress was doing its duty as the principal opposition, would you have had an interview with me? Simple. I would have not been relevant.
Yeah, correct.
I am relevant because that party is not doing their job. And now when somebody does the job, they get disturbed. It is but natural. When status quo is disturbed, somebody has to get disturbed and talk about it. If somebody has talked to you, I feel it is because they feel their existence getting threatened. It is the principal opposition party, but not behaving like one. And like this, right from 2019, I have been telling them that your status as opposition is you are not being worthy of your status as the principal opposition.
What do you think?
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Rahul Gandhi went and addressed a meeting in Pramod Sawant's constituency. Then leader of opposition, who is today a BJP new entrant, spoke on that meeting. He did not utter the word property Sawant. How you expect to defeat the sitting chief minister? It is not Rahul Gandhi's fault. Rahul Gandhi came into the Lions game. He went into the chief minister's constituency. He is not expected to speak to local subjects. Who is supposed to speak to this? It had to be the damn leader of opposition, who today is saying, I had very cordial relations with the chief minister. Which means what? It was match fixing. Today what you are talking is match fixing in the working. The results of which we will see later. So I am very clear. I am doing my job for the reason people have voted for me. And my job is to be in the opposition, not to be in the middle.
You were very much part of the alliance with Congress and Goa Forward. What do you think went wrong with Congress? Did they simply not have the zeal to win the election?
No, Congress there was match fixing. There was a lot of match fixing. Tickets were given so as to ensure the victory of the BJP. I am not saying this. This has been said by many congressmen themselves. Very clearly, there was no strategy. Number one. Number two, the alliance with us was a reluctant, half-hearted, and a very superficial alliance. The Congress has worked to defeat our candidate in May. The Congress leadership at that time, the leadership which has admitted that we had an half-hearted alliance. In spite of Rahul Gandhi raising hands, people will go out and to sabotage it, and they have owned up to this post-election that it is true what Vijay is saying. We never had a real meeting of minds. We had a superficial, half-hearted alliance. So what is this? So when you are not ready to fight your opposition, when you don't want to win, how do you expect to win? I am telling you, the Congress in Goa has converted a sure shot victory into a defeat. And the behavior of the congressmen, not being fighters, is seen by their exodus into the BJP. They just cannot stay for 5 years in opposition. They don't know opposition politics. This is what I want to say. Opposition politics is not only about press notes. Opposition politics is what Bharat Jodo Yatra is doing today. Has the Congress got the guts to go and do this? Can they start from Sakari tomorrow? Will they be able to do this? They have to introspect and then talk about this.
They are blaming now the regional parties, like the RGP, for Congress. You are also a regional party. Do you think this is true?
See, the point is like this. Any party that is irrelevant because of the ideology, because of the question, gets votes. It was a fact that political analysts, psephologists, people with political strategy had said that RGP was good at that time. We wanted the ticket for Santan. We were told at that moment that RGP was number one. I had spoken about this to Mr. Digambar Khamer and also to Mr. Bindra. That our on-ground survey shows that revolutionary movement is leading in Santan. If you give us the ticket, we will work in so and so way. Give us well in advance, we will change the trend. The Congress is regarding this advice. Number one. Number two, they took RGP totally for granted. Which means their feet were not on the ground. They were floating in the air. You may have heard that the Congress had even prepared its budget speech.
Yeah, correct.
So, they were deciding portfolios. One of the defector MLAs who said that he would be in a major portion of the taluka in the North Goa had already got himself allotted certain portfolios. Because I don't get coming so this Chita for a week level, they jumped at them. And this is what has led them. You don't blame the regional parties. What I'm trying to say is, you become regional, you become vocal for local. Regional parties will have no say. Regional parties talk what the local people want to hear. And then they get votes. I have got those votes. Not once. I got them thrice. In my constituency, I got it thrice. In other constituencies also I have got votes. So it means what we speak. On the contrary, my people are telling me that you made a mistake aligning with something. You should have gone alone. But there is a big sentiment, especially in South Goa, that division of the non-BJP movement means you are playing second fiddle to BJP. Means indirectly you are trying to help the BJP. So I didn't want this notion, especially after my, having joined the LDA at one time. I didn't want that, that dirt to stick to me. Which is why I got into an alliance with the Congress. I was cheated by the Congress. They promised me straight away, their leadership promised me 5 seats, eventually gave 3 seats. In spite of all this, I still am with them.
Yeah,
Even today,
that was supposed to be my next question.
even today I am telling you.
Despite they not giving you 5 seats,
Yes.
why did you?
I said only because that notion, that division of the non-BJP vote. See, I kept on talking about team Goa.
They refused to give you the Shivole seat. Shivole said that the Saligao seat, which your party was.
No, but Saligao, our candidate,
Yeah,
he lost out before and returned to the position. Secondly, TMC which came in. TMC was in very advanced discussion. At which time I told the TMC that I would merge my party. Because my inquiry on the ground revealed to me that people were not willing to accept a Bengali party to be a solution to Goa's problems. So I had to say this, but I did it with a heavy heart. Although I like the way Mamata Banerjee fights, but all this made then Kiran Bhanukar left us. So all this became our position, and I didn't want to be a spoiled sport to a victory of the non-BJP parties in the elections in Goa, which is why I reluctantly agreed to something which I didn't want to agree.
post 2017. This is almost more than 5 years. Do you still consider your helping Manoj Parrikar to form the government the biggest mistake of your life?
Initially, I was not thinking that way. But now, the way the BJP is functioning, one comes to believe that it will be a mistake. Although I felt I wanted to, in my mind, I felt it should be a continuation of development. You should appreciate the fact that Manoj Parrikar managed to get around 60,500 crores for infrastructure projects in Goa, which was mainly on account of his position in the senior member of the Modi government cabinet. So I felt that continuity of development would be the right thing to do, because Goa was in a very in the transitional phase. If development had stopped at that time, it would be much better. But today, in the name of development, the loot and plunder of Goa that is going on makes me believe that it was a mistake to ally with BJP. But the biggest mistake I very clearly tell you is when he died, you should have known. My colleagues in the cabinet were not ready for such a big decision. To just stand down. And I got feel it was a big mistake. But the biggest mistake was not
Not in 2017, but 2019.
you should have done
Uh,
that.
now post 2017, that is back, that is past. Now there was an anger in 2017. Do you find that anger has subsided, or you are still feeling as you go and see now you are a pan moderator, not just restricted to Father? The whole of Goa is looking at you to take up their issues. And is there the acceptability coming in, or still that you find the anger still?
In Goa, especially amongst Goans, when a person admits to his fault, people have the large-hearted nature to forgive. दुनिया में बोगस होता है, ये culture बनाना है. Nobody is the same. And when we commit a mistake, and we agree, many times you are given a second chance. If I was not given a second chance, I wouldn't have done it. If people are not forgiven me, first in my conscience. Secondly, today's state, last 1 year, whatever from last March to today, you can see the last 6 months, is that I have not compromised anything. Whatever going in this somebody may say off the record. That means nothing. I have always called the spade a spade. And I am very clear and point blank in attacking the BJP and its wrongdoings without any compromise, without beating around the bush. Unlike other political parties who wait to talk in the last minute and who come with the support of their big paraphernalia. I have won 3 elections without putting a banner, without putting a hoarding, without putting a poster. You may have seen the number of banners and hoardings which these people have put up. Pramod Sawant is following up. Every month he is doing an event. He is putting up hoardings. Every event you will feel as if there is golden Goa, but it is not golden Goa. MOPA is the engine of growth moving within a city. In that MOPA, buses are coming from Sakari. Where are the pendekars who are promised jobs? Why are buses coming from Sakari? I think the local MLAs have to think about this. Because you will miss the bus. So it is important for the everyone to think about this.
What is your message to the opposition parties?
My message
with the Lok Sabha elections coming in, how are you going to unite? See, the Congress is not taking an initiative. Do you think take the honors on yourself to unite the opposition and see that to keep the BJP away from winning both the seats?
I will tell you 2 things. One, activists joined the Congress party just before the election. Some of them got tickets. Some of them fought well and could have almost won. Are they happy with the state of affairs in the Congress party? This is what you should ask. Because activists are those who have fought for war. They are not political activists. They are social activists who became political activists. They decided to bear the pain. Are they happy to do with what is happening? 2. What is happening in Nagari? Understand that a political party disintegrates the opposition, divides the opposition into several groups, and wins once in Nagari, repeats it in lower Zilla elections. What is the message? That if you don't unite, you cannot even defeat BJP in a stronghold. Today this is Navani, tomorrow it will be Uttari. You understand? So the message is very loud and clear. Everybody has to come on a common platform to save Goa. Because Goa is being put up for sale by this present government. And the people who bid for this auction cannot be girls. Neither the taxi, nor the water sports, nor the traditional occupations. None of them are being given anywhere. Konkani is being reduced. The need for Konkani to be knowledge of mother tongue is being vitiated everywhere. You see what has happened in IFT. People from Goa are being replaced by outsiders. So this trend, if it has to be bucked, if it has to be stopped, everybody who is genuinely against the BJP must unite. They will have to unite either under one banner or as an alliance. But it has to be fast. If not, people will lose hope in democracy. People will lose hope in electoral politics and will say, let it be. We will take the option of the Portuguese passport, which is what is happening. People are completely disillusioned with the sale of Goa, with the irrelevance of Goans in Goa. And I'm believing the exodus from Goa is because of this. So my feeling, my message to the Congress Party is that in Dawani you have shown that a seat which you can never lose, which the opposition can never concede to the BJP, has been lost because of infighting within your party or your lack of ability to bring cohesion to opposition. So somebody has to tell the game. We wait for some time. We see whether the Congress in Goa can actually take the message of their leadership, what they are doing in Bharat Jodo. If these people cannot do Goa Jodo, then somebody else will have to do it. Whether I should be the person to do it or not.
My final question to you. Today, there is a trend in India, entire pan India. Whoever talks against BJP, there is something called ED, CBI. They are being led after this person. Whoever, the politician, maybe the journalist of the newspaper, anybody. Don't you fear these things?
It's not about fear. I think we have to live with it.
You have been fighting a one-man battle, actually,
Not
but
that these have not come in mind. It is there. It is part of the system. These are frontal organizations of the ruling party, and they have already started. They are active in Goa. They are, but finally there is that justice prevails. Justice prevails, and if you are to be scared, then I think one should not venture into politics. It is better to sit at home. I know that I will be the target of attack. So many people will want me out. And they can use agencies against me, but I try to keep my things in order. As much in order as possible. So I certainly don't rule out being a target. But I don't think it can stop me.
Thank you, Vijay, for giving us your precious time. You have answered all our queries from up to you. And we hope you take up all the questions of Goa and Goans in the assembly and outside. We wish you all the best. Thank you.